What's happening, guys? It's the Stock Guru, the coolest stock trader on YouTube. And today I'm going to be making a video about risk versus reward when it comes to trading stocks. Because I've made videos in the past about like the best day trading pattern. It's one of my last videos you guys should definitely check out. It's definitely very helpful, I think. But I never really talked about managing your position in it. So I think that's like honestly one of the most important parts of trading. My boy Richie, shout out Richie. He's been with me since the jump. He told me I needed to make a video on risk versus reward. And also in my Discord group today, we were all talking about the patterns. And I was like, man, like stocks can be so predictable. Is something that I said. And I think it was Too Fast to Profit is his name in my Discord said, you know, stocks can be very predictable, but that doesn't mean anything if you can't manage your risk. So I was like, yo, today, that was like a sign, like I got to make this video today. So here's the video on risk versus reward, right? So just to give you an overview of it, the whole idea is that you want your losers to be smaller than your winners, right? You want your winners to be bigger than your losers. It just makes sense, right? So you have to have some type of like risk versus reward plan when you're getting into a stock, okay? So the plan that I like to use, it's going to be a little confusing because I'm going to be talking about percentages here, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can. So when I have a trade I'm taking, I look at my price target, right? And this is like 100%, like that would be the top. What I want my stop loss to be or my risk to be is 60% of that 100%, right? So if I'm risking, or if let's say my price target is a 10% increase, right? Basically, my stop loss should be at 6%, a 6% loss, because I like to have it at a 60% mark. It gives me room to wiggle, and it also doesn't let me fall too much, right? Because then if I'm successful at my price targets, then my losses should always be smaller, right? But it doesn't work just as clear, cut, and dry as that. So for swing trades, I never like to have more than a 3% loss, okay? So even if I do have a 10% price target, I really am going to cut my losses at 3%. I got a stop loss in there, and I don't want to be losing 3% in a trade. You know, that's just too much to be losing. I have too many days where I only make 1%, so to be losing 3%, it just does not make sense, or more than 3%, right? It's okay if I have a stock where I'm risking I can make 6%, I'll risk the whole 3%. But if I have a stock where I can make 2%, I'm not going to be risking. I'm not going to be risking 3%. Let's do the math. So let's say I have a stock where I can make 2% on it. 60% of 2 is going to be 1.2. So if my price target's 2%, I'm going to be risking 1.2. I hope that makes sense for everybody. So now I'm going to get into like a real-time example of this. We have a great pattern today on Alibaba this morning. This is my favorite pattern. Check out, guys, like I said, the best day trading pattern, one of my last videos. Definitely check it out because this is the exact pattern here. You can call it the ABCD pattern. You can call it the cup and handle pattern. You can call it the pullback pattern, whatever it is. This is my favorite pattern to trade. And but I didn't trade it today. So I had this nice, like a buy point, I think a good buy point right here when it has this little pullback here. But the thing is my reward was like what? Not even 0.3%, right? So I thought, okay, I'll probably cut losses at like the bottom of this pullback. What is that, right? And it's like the same thing. It's like 0.3%. So there's no way I would ever take that trade. The reward just is not there for me, first of all. And the fact that the risk is the same as the reward, there's no way I'm taking that trade, right? And also, you can kind of think like you might not get out at the bottom here. You might get a little slippage or something like that. You really have this much risk all the way down with really only this much reward to get to the top, right? So this is something you need to look at when you're like planning your trade before you even take the position. Is look at what your price target and what the reward is, and then decide how you're going to manage your risk, because you should know where you're going to take profits and know where you're going to cut losses before you even take a position. You really should. Now I have one more example today of the same pattern I like to trade. Same type of deal today happened on ENPH. Okay, we have this nice run up and then the nice pullback here. Okay, so we're seeing a nice support start here. So let's just say you want to get in there, right? Just for the sake of the video, let's say you want to get in here and you think this is a good buy point, okay? And you plan to sell at the top of the high of the day. So that's about, let's just call it 2%, right? So our max loss is going to be 1.2%. So we basically put it in a stop loss order right around here, right? So you don't want to lose anything more than 1.2% because that's going to be 60% of your reward. Now, typically, that's not really how I'm going to do it on a day trade, because on day trades, my goal is usually 1%, and the stop loss is just like when I see a break of pattern. It's never going to be more than like a crazy percentage. Like if the break of pattern's at 3%, obviously I'm not going to let it go that low, right? I don't even really want to take a 1% loss on a day trade. So realistically, on a day trade, I would throw up a Fibonacci retracement tool and find like a support level. If I'm finding, let's say this is the 50% mark, and there's like another one here, this is probably where my stop loss would be. You know, if that's where the next support line is on the Fibonacci retracement tool. If you guys don't even know what I'm talking about when I say Fibonacci retracement tool, check out my last video. It's about it. You'll see it if you guys want. But yeah, so if you're getting in here, this is a trade I'd say is worth it, right? Like you can say, okay, I'm going to try to get like a 2% move here, but if you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to cut my losses at the bottom of this support level here, if it even breaks this support level, so you're risking less than 0.5% and your reward is 2%, that is like a good trade. That's the good risk versus reward ratio. That's what we're looking for in trades, and that's something that you should be doing before you even take the trade, so you have a great plan on where you're taking profits and where you're going to cut losses on your trades. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope everybody got a little bit of value for this, because I think managing risk is a huge part of trading, and it's something that if you're going to be trading, you really have to know. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please drop it a like. It supports the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions for another video, please drop a comment. I'm always open to suggestions. This video idea was kind of a suggestion. I knew I was going to have to do risk versus reward, but probably wouldn't have done it today if Richie wasn't telling me I got to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think that's it, guys. If you guys want to join my Discord group, it's for traders. We try to be most active for the market open, sharing all our ideas and analysis, sharing some tickers and some watch lists, whatever we think might be helpful to each other. We try to throw into that chat. So if you want to see that, I'm going to put the link for the Discord in the bio. Or in the description of this video. It's in my YouTube bio, and if you guys want to check out my Instagram or my Twitter, it's the Stock Guru. TH3 Stock Guru is my handle. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm out.